guys, well, I decided to make a video about my youth mission trip that I went on about 1 week ago. And I just want to tell you guys about the meat of the trip and what went on in the trip and the whereabouts that we did. So, first I want to tell you guys what church I'm from. I'm from Word of Faith Christian Center. And we have a satellite church. And we have a Bishop Butler who's over all the churches. And we have churches of Word of Faith all across the world. Faith for Life churches. And he wanted to choose some youth to go on a trip for the youth mission trip in Virgin Islands of St. Thomas. So my pastor chose 2 youth from the church, and it was me and another boy. And he sent us to the Virgin Islands Youth Mission Trip to do some work for the Lord. So I want you guys to sit back and watch what I tell you about my trip of work. So first I want to talk to you guys about the flight. So I had 2 flights to get on, one from Jackson, Mississippi to Atlanta, then Atlanta to the Virgin Islands. And the one from Jackson was about 1 hour, 53 minutes, as the people said on the intercom on the airplane. And the one from Atlanta to Virgin Islands was about 2 to 3 hours. And so I was a little bit nervous about getting on the airplane because I had never gotten on an airplane in my life until that day. So people were telling me that you had to chew gum in order for your ears to not to pop when the airplane is rising. And when it's going down, because it can happen while you're going down too. Your ears begin to pop. I don't know what you call it, ear trauma or something like that. You know. But I had to chew some gum. And what I'm saying is I was scared because I don't chew gum. I don't like gum. I don't know why. The last time I had some gum was when I was little. But really now the last time I had some gum was chewing on the airplane because I do not do well with pain. So I had to suck it up and chew some gum. So I chewed the gum and it made the flight wonderful. I didn't feel any pain. Yay! So on the plane they had, some planes had moved. One of the planes on the way from Atlanta they had a TV and stuff that you can look at. You can watch movies. I watched Cinderella even though I fell asleep on it. Yeah, I watched Cinderella. And they gave us free earphones, and they gave us some water, they gave us crackers, breakfast, anything you needed. But it was a wonderful flight. It was like a roller coaster in the air. You got to see the ground. It looked so small. So it was nice. Got to see the clouds and everything. And then when the plane is taking off, it goes shh. That's fast. But I had a wonderful time on the plane, and I would do it again. I really would. Even if I had to chew some gum, I would. Long time no see. Okay, I know that this video is like so overdue. I was supposed to do it when I got back from the trip. And I had started on it the Sunday after the Monday that I had got back from the Virgin Islands. And I was supposed to tell you guys about my trip. And I did start on it, I just did not finish the video. I only talked about the flight and how I was chosen to go along with another youth at my church. And so I was just sitting here, I was like, Kiana, you know you have to make this video. So yeah, I'm going to make the video for you guys. Finish it off, and you're going to see me in a whole nother different shirt and a whole nother hairstyle because I started doing it already. And the t-shirt I had on was the shirt that we were given. We got 2 shirts. One was white, one was gray. Youth mission trip. And I'm going to show y'all the back and I'm going to read it. I will be reading off my phone because I told somebody about my trip and I made a whole big old paragraph. So I was like, this is going to be easy then if I read the paragraph onto my phone, and then I'm going to add extra explanations, okay? Yay!
Of course, I already said that the flights in the hotel was wonderful. It was wonderful, even though I was kind of scared to get on the flight, but I got on there. Yes, I did. And when we first got there, we met Pastor Joel, Minister Boshoff. And Minister Boshoff, she had already done some missionaries, I think. Yeah. So we met Pastor Walker, which is the pastor of the Virgin Islands Word of Faith church there. And we went to the hotel and settled there. And we had to meet in the restaurant of the hotel where we had breakfast at every morning. So when we got there, we had to meet at the table at the restaurant at the hotel to kind of get a feel of how this whole trip was going to go and to meet everybody. And we had to tell what church we came from and what we expected on the trip. We met in the hotel. We were released to go to our rooms and we could have free time. We went to the beach. That was the first day. I'm not going to tell you about each day, which I made, but not on this video. I'm just going to tell you about how the trip was to me. And when we met there on the first day, we had to introduce ourselves like I just told y'all, to everyone individually. That's why we had to get out of our comfort zone, because we had to talk individually. Only 6 girls and 4 boys, so we were able to get to know everyone pretty well for the 8 days we were there. 8 days with 4 boys and 6 girls. You got to know everybody. Yes, it was great. So then after that, Minister Boshaw talked to us about the difference of camp and the mission trip, and she told us that mainly the focus is not toward us, and that we're doing this to spread the gospel and to be a help there to the community, which is right. And when I say camp, we have a G5G youth camp that we go to every year, and it's for the youth. It's for us so we can get close to the gospel. But since this is a mission trip, we've come to help other people and not so focusing on ourselves. And in the morning before breakfast, we had Bible devotions to get us ready for the day. And we were required to get in the Word every morning before we came for breakfast at 7:30 a.m. And so when we had devotions, they would talk to us about certain things to help us get through the day. And Pastor Joel, which I'm about to get to, Pastor Joel would ask 2 youth each day to share a scripture they read, and we had to explain what we got from it, which is why we were required to get in the Word before we came down for breakfast. So if he chose you to say something, you say something about what you learned and share with us. Yes. But on the experience of the trip, mainly Tuesday and Friday, because Monday is when we got there. We got there Monday afternoon. We worked at a school called Academia College Preparatory Learning Center, and we were assigned to different classrooms. Where am I? 2 youth per class. Evening times, we painted walls, rails, poles, bench houses. We deep cleaned their bathrooms, fixed some of the ceiling tops, renewed the whole kitchen floor by taking up old towels and putting new ones down. Those sort of projects. But the big projects like the kitchen stuff, like the boys did that type of stuff. I helped in the kitchen, like I picked up some towels that they had scraped up, but that's a lot of work and it requires a lot of strength. But yeah, those type of projects. And also we had dinner in the evening at whatever place they had planned for us, and their food was good and mostly enlarged, very enlarged. It was bigger food, and it just was amazing. And so then after that we would go back to the hotel and meet at a breakfast table and debrief. So debriefing is when we would talk about the highlights of our day individually, out of our comfort zone. Debriefing every night, and we just told each other how what this little kid may have done that day, or how you like the food, how you like the events, and how you like the service, or whatever we did that day. You would just debrief about the highlights. We also had free time at the end of the day after debrief because we had a beach right beside our hotel. But we also had 3 services, so 2 of the services took most of our free time during the week. So what I mean by that, the services took more of our free time. It's like we had service and we came back late, and curfew was like at 10 o'clock. So by the time we would get back, it would be time for us to debrief. And by the time we finish debriefing, it would be time for us to go night. We had a Wednesday night service, and Pastor Walker preached that service. And then they had a Friday night live service for the youth, and we ate and fellowshiped after the service. They had a stairway to the roof, and it had a trampoline and a space jump. Yeah, that's what I forgot, the space jump. Also, they had a basketball area where they played an intense game where everybody else played Uno or fellowship. I was playing Uno, even though I wasn't that good at Uno. I had learned how to play Uno on this trip, y'all. I was good. Let me stop playing. I was not that good, but I played. I also had Sunday morning service, and their church was awesome. Oh my God. I felt like I was at home, like really. And Saturday was the big day, because that morning we participated in their SWAT team, which is their team that goes out into areas and asks random people questions about God in heaven and preaches the gospel and asks them would they like to be saved, winning souls. And so that made me pretty nervous. It really did, because that was something I had never done before. Because you have to go up and talk to strangers that you've never seen before. You might be scared that they might warn you off, or like, I don't have time for this, I don't want to hear this. That's what made me nervous. But yeah. But we met up at the church and we had many praise and worship. And then before we went out, we praised God and worship. And then the pastor's wife started to explain how we were going to do the evangelism. After she explained, they split us up into groups of 3, a chaperone and 2 youth. My youth partner, his name is Quan, And my chaperone was a turned lady named Nikki. She had red hair, y'all. Oh my gosh. We did the evangelism at their mall parking lot. And the lady Nikki really helped me and Quan get comfortable with talking to strangers. She really helped us get comfortable with talking to strangers and saving them. She gave us a lesson about how we would have some people to say no to Jesus. Like some people, we did have some people that said no. And we learned to be able to handle those type of situations by her leading an example. And Miss Nikki saved some people also. But she had to do it at least three times before me and Quan started talking to people on our own. But overall, it was successful. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience, what I mean to say, with the evangelism. And we did that for an hour, and we met back up in front of the mall, and we gathered all the souls we won, and it was a total of 75 people. Did you hear me? 75 people. It's how many souls we won that day. And that's just a blessing right there. And then pretty much after that, we got to have fun on the rest of the Saturday and Sunday. We got to have fun and go shopping and have free time. Sunday we had service, and then we ate at Palmer's Beach restaurant, and we went straight to the beach. And oh my goodness, the beach. I did not know I was going to be swimming with some fish. This is what I wrote down. I said it was fish, it was an octopus, a barracuda, sea orchid, and an eel in the water we were swimming in. And so that was a big experience. I never ever swam. I never ever swam with the fish in my life. No. But I got used to the fish swimming around me though. So it was fun. I had to stay away from the side with the grass and the rocks and stuff because they didn't feel good on my feet. I was like, okay, I already have fish in this water, and I don't want to be over there and barely standing on my toes because I was on my tippy toes. I had went deep to where my neck was like right here to the water. So I was trying to stay away from the grass and rocks because that just felt weird on my toes. And the big creatures. Might be something down there. I didn't know what it was. And I stayed on the side with most of the sand and the fish. And Monday was our day to leave. And we ate breakfast at a different place because we checked out from the hotel. And we went shopping some more until it was time to go to the airport. And we left for Atlanta to Mississippi. And also I made great friends. Hey Aaliyah. Hey Aziza. Hey Rachel. What's up? Okay. And we sung a lot of songs together while we cleaned up. Oh my gosh, through the whole trip we would just be singing just random songs, especially the chicken song, because I always say chicken on my noodles. That's what I do. And some of us made, I wrote that, some of us made a chicken on my noodles song randomly. So my friend Rachel decided that we make a rap song about it, and we recorded it on the island, which was fun. I will let y'all see that video also. And this was a bump. It really brought out a lot of fear, everybody. It was just a great trip. Oh my goodness. And I will be making a separate video about the fun moments of the trip. It was just wonderful. Like, I just loved it. It'll be coming like soon, very soon after this video. I'm about to make that now. The videos that I had on my phone, I'm going to transport it to the computer so y'all can see the chicken noodle song and me getting back to Jackson, to the Jackson airport, and some of the moments we had with the little children in class. Yes. And I will be getting pictures soon from the trip too, so y'all can see that too. But I do not have those yet. So
okay, so I'm about to show you guys the back of this shirt, and I'm going to read what it says on that. Well, the front and the back of the shirt that we received. And this is the back. And it says Youth Missions KBM Initiative, Keith Butler. And it says,
therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 through 20. And that's the NIV version. So that's what the shirt says.
and also, I almost forgot, I will be including the pictures that I took on my phone with other videos that I had from fun experiences of the trip. That will be shown in the next video after this one. So stay tuned. Boom.